Hi students, this is Srinivas, Department of Botany. This video was shooted with cell phone camera, so I request you to use your earphones. Okay, thank you. In the previous class, I explained about flower and its parts, stamens. Now I am going to explain about anther, microsporangium. Anther is the part of stamen. Dithecous stamen is bilobed, tetrasporangiate, tetragonal in shape. It is very important, my dear students. Dithecous stamen is bilobed, tetrasporangiate and tetragonal in shape. We have to cut the anther in transverse section, that is TS of anther. TS means transverse section of anther. It contains how many parts? Anther wall, sporogenous tissue. Anther wall, sporogenous tissue. This anther wall contains 4 kinds of layers: epidermis, endothecium. Remember, my dear students, this is endothecium. Don't say exothecium. Don't say endodermis. It is endothecium. Next, third one is middle layers, and the last one is tapetum. The outermost layer in anther wall is epidermis. Innermost layer of anther wall is tapetum. Don't confuse, my dear students. This is anther wall. This is anther. Anther wall is a part of anther. Anther wall is a part of anther. Number of kinds of wall layers in anther wall: 4 kinds of wall layers. Number of layers: epidermis contains 1 layer, endothecium contains 1 layer, middle layers contain 1 to 5 layers, tapetum contains 1 layer. So that is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. How many kinds of layers? 4 kinds of layers. How many layers means 4 to 8 layers. 4 to 8. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 4. That is minimum number of layers. 4. Maximum number of layers: 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 1. That is 8. 4 to 8 layers are present in anther wall. Minimum number of layers. Minimum number of wall layers 4. Maximum number of wall layers 8. Number of kinds of wall layers or number of types of wall layers 4. This endodermis contains specialized cells called stomium cells. Stomium cells are the site of descents. Descents means break. So number of kinds of cells, not layers I am asking. Number of kinds of cells in anther wall. We have to say 5. Epidermal cells, stomium cells, endothecium cells, middle layers, tapetum. See this point? Number of kinds of cells in anther wall: 5. Epidermis, stomium, endothecium, middle layers, tapetum cells. Kinds of cells means 5. Kinds of wall layers means 4. Minimum number of wall layers 4. Maximum number of wall layers 8. outermost layer of anther wall, epidermis. Innermost layer of anther wall, tapetum. Which layers help in protection and descent of pollen sacs in anther? That means outer three wall layers. These three layers together function as outer three wall layers, that is epidermis, endothecium, middle layers. Outer three wall layers help in protection and descent of pollen sacs in anther. The layers that help in protection and descent of anther is outer three wall layers. What are they? Epidermis, endothecium, middle layers. Now this is one microsporangium. Diathecous stamen or diathecous anther contains number of microsporangia 4. This microsporangium is also called pollen sac, also called pollen chamber. See, this is the microsporangium. This is the outermost layer of anther wall, epidermis, and below the epidermis endothecium is present, and below the endothecium middle layers are present. Below the middle layers tapetum is present. Inside the tapetum sporogenous tissue. Look at this figure, my dear students. Epidermis, endothecium, middle layers, tapetum. These three wall layers found in anther wall, and this is the sporogenous tissue. Right, one by one I will explain. Endothecium. Endothecium is the outermost layer in anther wall. This is one pollen sac. Here also another pollen sac. Here stomium cells are present. That means in between the two pollen sacs of same anther lobe, stomium cells are present. Where do you find the stomium cells? In between the two pollen sacs of same anther lobe. Number of stomiums in diathecous stamen 2. These stomium cells are thin-walled, and it is the site of descent. What is the site of descent? That is stomium. Right. Epidermis, outermost layer of anther wall, contains specialized cells called stomium cells. Stomium cells are thin-walled. Don't say thick-walled. The site of descent is stomium. Next, endothecium. Endothecium, it is made up of single layer of cells. Endothecium cells are hygroscopic in nature. Hygroscopic means endothecium cells are hygroscopic in nature. That means useful to absorb water. These endothecium cells are hygroscopic in nature. Hygro means water or moisture. These endothecium cells expand radially and contain cellulose fibrous thickenings. Fibrous thickenings are present in which type of cells? Endothecium cells. Fibrous thickenings are made up of cellulose. That's why cellulose fibrous thickenings. At maturity, endothecium cells lose water, contract, and help in descent. At maturity, the endothecium cells lose water, contract, and help in descent. Next, middle layers. How many middle layers are there? 1 to 5 layers. Here in this diagram, I drawn 2 layers. Middle layers are present below the endothecium. Outer to tapetum. Middle layers are present in between endothelium and tapetum. Like that, outer to, inner to, in between, like that they will ask. Below the middle layers, tapetum is present. It contains single layer of cells. Tapetum is the innermost layer of anther wall. Tapetum is the innermost layer of anther wall. This tapetum is present surrounding the sporogenous tissue. That is, this is the sporogenous tissue. Around the sporogenous tissue, which layer is present? Tapetum. Tapetum is the layer present surrounding the sporogenous tissue. See, look at this figure. This is the tapetal cell. Number of nuclei? More than one nucleus. More than one nucleus. Multinucleated condition is found in which cell? Tapetum cell. This is very, very important. How does that multinucleated condition will be found in tapetal cells? By which division? We have to say by mitosis. Which division? By mitosis. Look at this figure, my dear students. This is the tapetal cell. It contains two nuclei. Two nuclei means it is called binucleated tapetal cell. Which division is responsible for the formation of binucleated condition? We have to say mitosis. Multinucleated condition or binucleated condition in tapetal cell is due to which division? We have to say mitosis. To this tapetal cell, some special bodies are attached. These special bodies are called Ubisk bodies. What are they? Ubisk bodies. See, this is the endothelium cell. These structures are nothing but cellulose fibrous thickenings. So fibrous thickenings are found in endothelium cells. Fibrous thickenings are made up of cellulose. Ubisk bodies are attached to tapetal cells. Multinucleated condition found in tapetal cell. Binucleated condition found in tapetal cell. Binucleated condition or multinucleated condition is due to which division? By mitosis. Mitosis is also called homeotypic division, also called equational division. And see, this is the sporogenous tissue. This is the central part of anther. See here, this is sporogenous tissue which is diploid in nature. All those parts are diploid in nature. Anther diploid, anther wall diploid, that means all these parts are diploid. Sporogenous tissue diploid. Sporogenous tissue contains many pollen mother cells. Number of pollen mother cells in sporogenous tissue? Many. Each pollen mother cell undergoes meiosis and form microspores. Microspores. Number of microspores formed from each PMC? 4 microspores. These microspores are also called pollen grains. Formation of microspores from pollen mother cell is called microsporogenesis. Microsporo means microspores. Genesis means formation. Microspores formation. Microspores formation. Formation of microspores from pollen mother cell or microspore mother cell is called microsporogenesis. During microsporogenesis, which division occurs? Meiosis occurs. From one PMC, one meiosis occurs for the formation of 4 microspores. Try to remember, my dear students, one PMC or full name pollen mother cell. One PMC or microspore mother cell produces number of microspores 4. Number of meiosis required 1. That means number of PMCs is equal to number of meiotic divisions. Meiotic divisions are also called reduction divisions. During microsporogenesis, which division occurs? meiosis. Meiosis is also called reduction division, also called heterotypic division. Please note down all these points and look at this one. From here to here, that is called the centripetal order. Centripetal order means towards center, towards center, towards center. That is epidermis, endothelium, middle layers, tapetum. If they ask centrifugal means towards periphery. That is tapetum, middle layers, endothelium, epidermis. Look at this figure. My dear students, see, from outer to center, towards center. What do you call this type of arrangement? This type of arrangement is called centripetal. See, what do you call this type of arrangement? From center to periphery. This type of arrangement is called centrifugal. Please note down all these points, my dear students. Later I will give the notes for that parts of anther wall. Now, anther wall parts contains 4 wall layers: epidermis, endothelium, middle layers, tapetum. Now, first layer, epidermis, outermost wall layer. Epidermal cells present between 2 pollen sacs of same anther lobe is called stomium. What are the points related to stomium? Stomium cells are thin-walled. Don't say thick-walled. It is the site of dehiscence. That means dehiscence of pollen sac occurs at which place, at which site means we have to say stomium. Number of stomiums in dithecous stamen 2, while in monothecous it is 1 stomium. Next, endothelium. Don't say exothelium. Don't say endodermis. This is endothelium. Present below the epidermis. Endothelium cells are hygroscopic in nature. Hygroscopic means which absorb water, which absorb moisture. Endothelium cells expand radially and contain cellulose fibrous thickenings. That means fibrous thickenings are made up of cellulose. Fibrous thickenings are found in which cells? Endothelium cells. Next, at maturity, endothelium cells lose water and contract and help in dehiscence of pollen sacs. Please note down all these points, my dear students. And next, come to middle layers. Middle layers present below the endothelium. Next, present outer to tapetum or present in between endothelium and tapetum. Like that, the parts in anther wall they may ask outer to, inner to, in between, like that they will ask. Next, the layers of anther wall. The layers of anther wall that help in protection and descent of anther. That means what we have to say? Outer three wall layers. What are the outer three wall layers? That is epidermis, endothelium, middle layers. Epidermis, endothelium, middle layers. These three are the outer three wall layers. These three layers together function as protection and descent of anther. Next part, tapetum. Next part, tapetum. Innermost layer of anther wall or surrounding the sporogenous tissue. The layer that is present surrounding the sporogenous tissue is tapetum. It is a nutritive tissue. Nutritive tissue means it supplies food materials for the developing pollen grains, because it supplies food materials to the developing pollen grains. Tapetal cells have more than one nucleus. What is the division is responsible for that multinucleated condition in tapetal cell? We have to say mitosis. Don't say meiosis. More than one nucleus in tapetal cell is due to which division? Mitosis. Ploidy of binucleated tapetal cell is 2n plus 2n. How many nuclei are said here? Binucleated. That means tapetal cell ploidy is 2n. Binucleated tapetal cell ploidy is 2n plus 2n. Don't say 2n. Don't say 4n. Here what they said? Binucleated tapetal cell. How many nuclei are present in tapetal cell? 2 nuclei. Each tapetal cell is diploid, which is having one nucleus. If 2 nuclei are present, we have to say 2n plus 2n. Don't say 2n. Don't say 4n. We have to say 2n plus 2n. I want to repeat. Ploidy of tapetal cell 2n. Ploidy of binucleated tapetal cell 2n plus 2n. Don't say 4n. Next, Eubisque bodies are present. Eubisque bodies are present in which layer? That is tapetum. Next, sporogenous tissue. This sporogenous tissue contains many pollen mother cells. Pollen mother cells are also called microspore mother cells. Sporogenous tissue is diploid. Pollen mother cells is also diploid. Number of pollen mother cells in sporogenous tissue, many. Each pollen mother cell undergoes meiosis and form microspores. Microspores are also called pollen grains. Formation of microspores from pollen mother cell is called microsporogenesis. During microsporogenesis, which division occurs? Meiosis. Meiosis is also called reduction division, also called heterotypic division. One PMC will give rise to 4 microspores by undergoing one meiosis. So try to remember, my dear students, one pollen mother cell produces number of microspores 4. One PMC undergoes one meiosis. That is, number of PMCs is equal to number of meiotic divisions. During microsporogenesis, which division occurs? Meiosis. Also called reduction division. Also called heterotypic division. Formation of microspores from pollen mother cell or microspore mother cell is called microsporogenesis. My dear students, please note down all these points. Now I want to explain microsporogenesis. What is that? Microsporogenesis. Each pollen mother cell is also called microspore mother cell, which is diploid in nature. It undergoes reduction division or meiosis and form 4 microspores. Microspores are also called pollen grains. Ploidy of microspore or pollen grain is haploid. From 1 PMC, number of pollen grains formed 4. By undergoing how many meiosis? 1. Formation of microspores from pollen mother cell is called microsporogenesis. Genesis means formation. Microspora means microspores. Formation of microspores from pollen mother cell is called microsporogenesis. During microsporogenesis, which division occurs? Meiosis. Meiosis is also called reduction division. See how many pollen mother cells are there here? Each I said 1 pollen mother cell, 1 meiosis. Number of microspores formed 4. PMC is to microspores 1:4. PMC is to meiosis 1:1. Right. In the diagrammatic representation, I will explain. This is a pollen mother cell which is diploid in nature. This pollen mother cell undergoes reduction division and form microspore tetrad. This 4 cell structure is called tetrad. As these are microspores, it is so called microspore tetrad. Number of microspore tetrads formed from each PMC? 1. Don't say 4. Tetrad means all the 4 cells together called tetrad. Number of tetrads formed? 1. As meiosis occurs, each cell of microspore tetrad is haploid. The ploidy of each cell of microspore tetrad is haploid. PMC is to microspore tetrad. PMC is to microspore tetrad 1:1. Tetrad means all these 4 microspores together called microspore tetrad. That point you have to remember. PMC is to microspore tetrads 1:1. PMC is to pollen grains 1:4. PMC is to meiosis 1:1. See, these are the 4 pollen grains. 4 pollen grains. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 1 pollen grain, by undergoing 2 mitoid divisions and form 2 male gametes. That means number of male gametes are equal to number of mitotic divisions. This pollen grain also undergoes 2 mitoid divisions and form 2 male gametes. This pollen grain also undergoes 2 mitotic divisions and form 2 male gametes. And the 4th microspore also undergoes 2 mitotic divisions and form 2 male gametes. Total how many male gametes are formed from 4 microspores? 8 male gametes are formed, isn't it? Number of mitosis required? 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. 8 mitoses are required for the formation of 8 male gametes. 2 mitoses are required for 2 male gametes. How many male gametes are there? See, this is the flow chart. This is the flow chart. One PMC produces 4 microspores or pollen grains which are haploid in nature by 1 meiosis, also called reduction division. Process called microsporogenesis. 4 microspores produces number of male gametes 8. By undergoing how many mitosis? 8. Number of male gametes are equal to number of mitotic divisions. They will say like that. The anther produces 500 male gametes. Number of mitosis required. That means what we have to say? 500 mitosis. How? Number of male gametes is equal to number of mitosis. 100 male gametes, 100 mitosis. 8 male gametes, 8 mitosis. Like that we have to say. And see, number of spindle apparati. For one mitosis, one spindle apparati required. For one meiosis, 3 spindle apparati required. It will come in cell division, cell cycle and cell division topic. See, here it is one meiosis. Here it is one meiosis. How many spindle apparati required? 3 spindle apparati required. For one meiosis, 3 spindle apparati required. Here how many mitosis? 8 mitosis. For one mitosis, 1 spindle apparati required. Again I am repeating. For one mitosis, 1 spindle apparati. For one meiosis, 3 spindle apparati. So 8 plus 3, total 11 spindle apparati are required for the formation of 8 male gametes from PMC. 11 spindle apparati are required for the formation of 8 male gametes from PMC. Based on these, I am asking some ratios. Look at that board. Ratio between microsporangium and PMC. That is, microsporangium is also called pollen sac. This microsporangium contains number of pollen mother cells or number of microspore mother cells. That is 1:many. One microsporangium contains many number of pollen mother cells. Microsporangium is to pollen grains. That is, one microsporangium produces number of pollen grains 1:many. PMC is to pollen grains. One pollen mother cell gives rise to 4 pollen grains. So that is 1:1. Pollen mother cell is to microspore tetrad. What we have to write? 1:1. That 4 cell structure is called microspore tetrad. Number of tetrads means we have to say 1. The ploidy of each cell of microspore tetrad is haploid. PMC is to male gametes 1:8. From one PMC, 8 male gametes are formed. From ratio between PMC is to male gametophytes. See, this is not gamete. Gametophytes. That is, one pollen grain represents male gametophyte. This will tell in the next class, my dear students. One pollen grain represents one male gametophyte. I am not saying gamete, male gametophyte. Try to remember. Number of pollen grains is equal to number of male gametophytes. PMC is to male gametophytes. That means PMC is to pollen grains how many? 1:4. Pollen grain represents male gametophytes. Number of pollen grains is equal to number of male gametophytes. One pollen grain produces number of male gametes 2. That is, male gametophyte is different from male gamete. Male gametophyte produces 2 male gametes. In the next class I will tell in detail. PMC is to male gametophytes 1:4. PMC is to meiosis 1:1. They will ask like this also. The pollen mother cell contains 100 PMC. The microsporangium contains 100 PMC. Number of meiotic divisions occur. How many PMC given? 100. How many meiotic divisions occur? 100. So number of PMCs is equal to number of meiotic divisions. So 1:1. Another ratios. Pollen grain is to male gametes. See, look at this figure, my dear students. This is the pollen grain, and how many male gametes are formed? 2. Male gamete is different from male gametophyte. Pollen grain represents male gametophyte. Pollen grain produces 2 male gametes. These 2 points try to remember. Pollen grain is to male gametes 1:2. Pollen grain is to male gametophyte 1:1. Pollen grain represents 1 male gametophyte. That is 1:1. Male gametes is to mitosis. See, 2 mitosis, 2 male gametes. Ratio 2:2. That is equal to 1:1. So 1:1. For the formation of 8 male gametes from 1 PMC, number of spindle apparatus required 11. 11 means how? See, look at this flow chart. For the formation of 8 male gametes from PMC, number of spindle apparatus required 11. Please note down all these points, my dear students. We will meet in the next class. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. Zoom